just want to get back to continuing this video that I was doing. I did one earlier. Basically, this is going to be all about the car buying, I guess, process. Me myself, I'm a big car guy. I like classic cars. I like new school cars. I do a lot of traveling. I own multiple businesses, and so we're just gonna keep rocking. That kind of fell. I'm driving, chopping it up with you guys. But anyway, okay, getting right to it. I've recently purchased a vehicle to do some traveling in. I bought a brand new vehicle, and like I said, I do a lot of traveling, so that's the reason I bought the vehicle. First dealership I went to in this process was here in Virginia, and the dealership is called Rocking Nissan. It's Rocking Nissan. It used to be Nissan of Richmond before it changed the name. I went there, I did a deal with them, I put my money down. They told me to come back the next day, pick the car up. They even said, we're gonna have the car detailed or whatnot. That's what they do. I bought new cars, I buy them all the time. So, they detail the car, whatnot, get it all cleaned up, protect the interior and what have you. So they said, yeah, come on tomorrow, pick the car up. I get there the next day. For some reason, they couldn't get nothing done. And I'm like, what do they mean they can't get the deal done? Like, being straight with you guys, I have perfect credit. I have more than enough money to pay for the car. I would have bought the car cash, but making payments is good for your credit. You know what I mean? It shows a history that you can make payments. So if you didn't know that, a lot of people do, but some people probably don't know that. Maybe some younger people that watching this video or whatnot, they might not know. But I can pretty much pay cash for anything that I want to purchase, but I finance stuff. I buy some stuff cash, yeah, but I finance a lot of stuff. I pay it all, and that's what makes my credit perfect. So anyway, that dealership, Rocking Nissan, they screwed up. They said they couldn't get something done. I didn't ask any questions. I said, you know what? Okay, give me my money back. I'll go to another dealership. Okay. They said that I know some guys that work there, good friends of mine, and they said that the manager there, store manager, by the name of Manny, they said he's a racist. They said he's from I think Egypt. But he lives here. They said he spent a lot of his time in New York. Living in New York, now he's here. They say he's a racist. They say that he is, they work with him. They know him better than I do. They say he's a racist. He doesn't even like his own kind. So, therefore, I advise anybody that's looking to buy a car, if they're going to go with a Nissan, do not go to Rocking Nissan. It used to be Richmond, Nissan of Richmond. Now it's called Rocking Nissan. Do not buy from them, please don't. Also, it's another dealership, Nissan dealership, called Hart Nissan, H-A-R-T Nissan. It used to be She-He Nissan. Now it's called Hart Nissan. And they are also not good to deal with. I advise you not to go buy from them. I also took money to them. I put down a down payment. I kept that vehicle for 3 weeks, and then they called me and they said, hey, we can't get nothing to go through. They have all my paperwork. Once again, I have great credit, and I gave them the down payment. They never said why they couldn't get anything done. So I said, you know what, just give me my money back. And at first they was like, well, we may just go ahead and give you some of it, but I said, no, you're gonna have to give me all of my money, because you said that you couldn't work a deal, and it's not my fault that you couldn't work a deal. So I put a down payment down, 3 weeks later, they called me and said they couldn't work a deal. So I told them, just give me my money back. Why not give me my money back? And then I went to another dealership, okay? And like I said, I'm just looking for something to drive when I'm on the road. Sometimes I'm driving, 10, 11 hours. So I just didn't want to drive one of my personal vehicles because they're high-end vehicles, and I try to keep the mileage low. So when I trade them in, I get more value for them. But anyway, I wound up purchasing a car. I went and bought a 2020 Toyota Avalon, and I chose that car because I own a Lexus. I've owned a few Lexuses over a period of time, and I find them to be reliable cars. I find them, to be nice cars, reliable. And so Toyota and Lexus, they are manufactured by the same people. So I knew Toyota would be a nice car. And like I said, by me traveling, 10, 11 hours, sometimes, I just want something that's going to be comfortable and spacious. So that's the reason I purchased that vehicle. Now let's rewind back. A few years back, I went to a dealership by the name of Royal Chevrolet, and they also did the same thing. Said that, yeah, we got you done. They didn't have me done. Back that time, I also had good credit, and so they didn't get me done. And so I got my money back. I didn't have a problem with getting my down payment back with that dealership, but it's called Royal Chevrolet, and that's in Richmond. So I advise you guys not to deal with them because it can be a headache. And then it's a Hyundai dealership that's on Midlothian in Virginia, and they also did the same thing. They said that they can get a deal done, and I also kept this vehicle for maybe 2 weeks, and then they called me back and said we can't get it done. Once again, my credit's perfect, and I have more than enough money to purchase these vehicles. So these dealerships, they would do anything to sell you a vehicle. I go to some dealerships to purchase a vehicle. When I get there, for example, this one dealership I went to, before I can even stop my vehicle, before I even can stop, put it in park and get out, this guy was about to pull me out of my vehicle pretty much. He's a salesman by the name of Stan. And this dealership, I went to this dealership. It's like a second used car dealership. I went there because my niece, she had just had a baby and she needed a car. She had total lost her car. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy you a car because your dad, I don't know what y'all have going on or whatever, y'all kind of not seeing eye to eye. I'm gonna buy you a car because she just had a baby, she needed transportation. So I went to that dealership to buy a car, and they said, okay, yeah, you can get the car. So I told them that I was gonna pay like half on the car, and then I was gonna finance the rest. Once again, to build credit, to build, keep your credit score up. So anyway, they set everything up, the vehicle. Then they called me and said, we can't do this vehicle. They didn't tell me why, but I knew why. They was gonna lose money on the deal, but they set everything up. We had a monthly payment in mind. I told them what I was gonna pay down on the vehicle, and that dealership is called Basic Auto. They have one in Ashland, they have one on Broad Street, and that's in Virginia. Stay away from them, okay? Basically, when you're buying a vehicle, just make sure that you have the income to support that vehicle that you're trying to buy. Usually about $3,000 a month. If you can prove that you make that much, and not have anything on your credit, such as like repos or any outstanding judgments or anything like that on your credit, and you can show them that you're making at least $3,000 a month, then usually you can get a car. 9 times out of 10 you would get a vehicle, okay? But just be mindful, you might not get the car that you want, because of what you make in a month. But it basically goes off of what you make in a month. And if you're making $6,000-$7,000 a month, of course you can get a better vehicle. Then you got to look at the interest rate. Sometimes you're going to get a high interest rate if you don't have the best credit. You're gonna get a high interest rate. But for all those that are trying to start out and build credit, just deal with it. You know what I mean? Pay it off. When I first started out, I'm a young guy. I'm not that old. I'm only 28 years old. I have perfect credit. I own multiple successful businesses. When I started out buying cars, nobody told me about how credit works, how to build credit, how to screw your credit up. Nobody really taught me that. So I had to learn on my own. But basically, when I first started out, I purchased a vehicle. I had a high interest rate on that vehicle. I paid on that vehicle for about 9 months, and they kept saying, in a year time you can refinance it. 9 months, I was able to refinance it. My credit score was probably around 680, and that quick, 9 months, I had built credit. I was able to refinance the car. My payments dropped down about $200-$300, and I continued to pay on that car, and I paid it off. And once I paid that car off, my credit was probably like 7 something. And basically, at 7 something, you have good credit. So I just advise you guys to just, if you want to build credit, an auto loan is one of the fastest ways to build credit. You just have to pay your payments and pay them on time or early. But my main thing was, I just wanted to let you guys know about this car dealership, the way they work. Just be mindful, be careful dealing with them. I mean, I've had a lot of experiences with these dealerships, and most of them aren't pleasant. Most of them aren't pleasant at all. They just basically want to act like they're your friend, and they want to get a deal. And then once the deal is done, it's F you. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. And if you guys have any questions, any concerns, like I said, I buy vehicles all the time. I pretty much know the industry inside out of how this car buying or deal works. So if you have any questions or whatnot, just comment. And this is really not what I do on my channel. Like I said, I'm a big car guy, so I take my cars out to car shows. I follow car shows. That's basically what I'm doing this for. But this has to do with cars, so that's why I put it up. And I'm hoping that you guys could like the video and check out my other videos. Hit that like button. By all means, I would like if you guys can subscribe to the channel and support my movement. I definitely have a lot more stuff that's going to be coming in the future. I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, if you have any type of question, any type of concern, leave me a comment. Sometimes, I don't reply right away because, I can get kind of busy sometimes, trying to maintain, multiple businesses. So I can get kind of busy sometimes. But by all means, like I said, if you comment and have some questions or whatnot, I'll definitely reach back out to you as soon as I get the comment. As soon as I read it, I'm definitely going to reply back, right then and there, and try to help you guys out as much as I can. It's just basically about, you know, sharing information with other people that you would want somebody to share with you. You know, like I said, nobody never really taught me about how credit work or anything like that. And my parents are still together now to this day. And, you know, they taught me a lot. They raised me well. But they never went over anything about credit with me, financing, or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just something that they never taught me. So I had to learn on my own. And I figured it out. So, you know, I just want to try to help somebody else. So I'm going to wrap this video up, but I really appreciate you guys at least checking the video out. And like I said, it'll be real cool if you guys can support the movement.